Hey everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you are well. I am quite good. I can't stop talking about this topic. I'm just really intrigued by conference realignment and expansion. And now I'm come across a new theory. Well, I kind of came up with it when I had a realization. And I'm going to tell you why I think the Big 12 needs to be very cautious here. And if they are able to attract Florida State and Clemson, and that's a big if, I'm admitting that. If they are able to, maybe that's all they take from the ACC. And I'll explain in a second. First reminder, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up, and leave those comments. We love it so much. We appreciate all of your engagement because it helps our videos reach more Big 12 sports fans. Hey, I know that there's a lot of desirable brands in the ACC, but one of the things here that I really truly think the Big 12 needs to be cautious with is damaging the ACC too much. Not that it matters if, emotionally the Big 12 does it, but mathematically it kind of matters. And here's why. The worst thing to happen for the Big 12 if the ACC does have members leaving, the worst thing that could possibly pile up on them would be taking FSU and Clemson or inviting them and then inviting 2 or 4 more schools out of the ACC, really damaging that conference that will reorganize. I mean, I imagine they'd add Oregon State, Washington State, Tulane, South Florida, maybe UConn. All of that comes on the table. But if that starts to happen, the SEC and Big Ten might get very interested. They don't get to play the bad guys, and then they can come in and invite FSU and Clemson out from under the Big 12, and the Big 12 doesn't get its prize package. It gets some runner-ups that are really good and might help the conference improve. But it's not the home run. It's a solid double. And the Big 12 right now, in the survival mode of college athletics, needs a home run. And I'm going to explain right this moment how lesser schools might add to the home run. The Big 12 needs to hang on to FSU and Clemson. Those are the prize packages. And Louisville and NC State and Virginia Tech, Miami certainly all move the needle positively. But if it breaks the ACC, they could lose all that they really want. So maybe the best play is to leave the ACC alive and kicking and able to function. If you take 2, they'll just invite Oregon State and Washington State, I'm convinced, and call it good. So why doesn't the Big 12, because you want to get to 20, 18 is a very awkward number. Why doesn't the Big 12 just invite USF, so you get that 3rd Florida school, and UConn? You don't disrupt the ACC as much as you could. You leave it intact, and you leave the Big 10 and SEC on the outside going, now we will be the bad guys. They might still do it. And you might end up stuck with UConn and USF at the end of the day. But I think it's a gamble worth taking. And I feel intensely committed that USF is going to be a really good addition to a conference. It's a no-brainer for the ACC if they need to add schools. It's a huge campus. It's an academic strength down there. And they're now building that on-campus stadium that they need to have. And of course, UConn basketball is unmatched and it would skyrocket the value of the conference on that side. I don't know, man. The Big 12 might be wandering into a minefield here when just staying on the fringe of it might be the most important thing. Don't step on the wrong place and cause the whole thing to blow up. And then you got a real mess on your hands.